At SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing first play is Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss.
There he goes, right side. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler, 67 yards. And the Chargers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll try and run the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. Williams, the man in motion left. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This is swung out to Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing is Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rolling to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Now Davis. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Herbert now. And that'll be incomplete. good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Hey, go line.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got Allen. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Herbert on 1st down now. Eluding the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Herbert back to the air. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Herbert throwing again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 15 now. And that flag accepted. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run with Spiller. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. Still on his feet. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
No, we changed it.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So they get 2 more on the half's final play, and they shave 8 off this deficit as we head to the break. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Play action. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And quickly, they get to the line. Jackson on 1st down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they run the option on second down. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Running on first down, Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 5.
5-9.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 45 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Flush to his right. And that's into the hands of Eckler.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Go, hey, go, go.
Now Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. What a great great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Allen's got it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, go Lion. Home to troops right. Set.
Herbert to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now.